As a creator, if your mind feels chaotic, if your emotions feel unstable, if your creative life feels overwhelming, it's not because you're scattered. It's because you're trying to control things that were never yours to control. External control always creates internal chaos. Here's why. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Sherman Rivers, and today we're diving into one of the most important principles in creator metaphysics. Anytime you attempt to control something external, you lose stability internally. This understanding is life-changing. Let's break it open. Your mind isn't designed to control the external world. Your conscious mind was built to manage your thoughts, your decisions, your intentions, your presence, your expression, your identity. But it was not built to manage other people, their reactions, their opinions, the algorithm, performance results, timing, randomness, the marketplace, global energy, or audience behavior. Your internal system collapses when you demand it to do a job that it wasn't designed for. External control creates internal overload. When you try to control things outside of you, your system becomes overloaded. You start experiencing mental clutter, things like emotional spiraling, self-doubt, anxiety, paralysis, obsessive thinking, over-strategizing, and fear of making mistakes, even hypervigilance, nervous system activation. The list goes on. This is not a sign of personal weakness. It's a sign of misdirected energy. You see, you create chaos when you try to control uncontrollables. Here are the things that creators often try to control. They try to control who watches, how people interpret, whether people approve, how fast they grow, how much they get praised, whether the content lands, how the algorithm distributes their work. Trying to control these creates chaos because you're directing your focus towards things you have zero direct power over. The more you try to control these things, the more chaotic your inner world becomes. Hey, quick break, quick message. If you are stuck forcing output or constantly trying to control your creative process, this is for you. Creator Metaphysics is a free weekly newsletter exploring why creators struggle and how clarity replaces force. Join free at creatormetaphysics.com or scan the QR code you see on your screen. There's also a link down in the description. If we look deeper, we realize that internal chaos is a symptom of external misalignment. Chaos means you are mentally and emotionally living outside your zone of control. When you focus on what's yours, you feel grounded. When you focus on what's not yours, you feel chaotic. It's that simple. Internal chaos is simply your system saying you're trying to manage something that isn't your responsibility. Furthermore, external control disconnects you from your identity. When your attention is on outcomes and reactions and metrics, approval, opinions, performance, perception, you disconnect from your truth, your message, your voice, your purpose, your presence, your flow, your creativity, your identity. Chaos equals identity disconnection. Identity restores order. Here's the paradox. Chaos is actually a sign of misplaced power. When creators tell me I'm overwhelmed, I'm anxious, my mind won't stop, I feel scattered, I can't focus, I know exactly what's happening. They have placed their power in something they cannot influence. Chaos is not failure, chaos is feedback. It's your system telling you, bring your power back home. So how do we restore internal order? You create internal order by shifting focus back to what is yours, like your intention while you're creating, like your presence, how you show up, like your expression, your authentic voice, your identity, who you are being, and your process, your creative rhythm. When your focus returns to what you can control, your internal world returns to peace. Order is restored the moment control is surrendered. So here's something to think about. External control always creates internal chaos, not because something is wrong with you, but because your mind was never designed to carry the weight of the external world. Your peace comes from focusing on what is yours. Your power comes from letting go of what isn't. In the next video in this micro series, we're going to talk about the freedom of creating without guarantees.